Riikonen, and I'm a member of the men's basketball team. Well, I've played basketball basically my entire life, as long as I can remember. My dad was really good, and so when I was little, I wanted to be as good as my dad. And so we'd have little mini hoops set up in the living room, and then outside playing with my brother as long as I can remember. So I'm a big movie addict. I watch a lot of movies, and then I'm also a big video gamer. We got the new Xbox One in the room and are in the dorm and just playing video games all the time. It's not necessarily a good thing, but... Well, my freshman year, I thought that I was a point guard all of a sudden. So I brought it up the floor as fast as I can, and I made a really nice assist. It just happened to be to Coach Patterson on the sideline. And so the whole team gave me a lot of, made fun of me a lot for that one. It was pretty embarrassing. Well, basically everyone just tries to abbreviate my name as much as they can because they don't want to say Riikonen. So it's been, throughout my life, it's been Conan. Kyle Stidham tried to make it right. Rico. And then from Rico, like Rico Suave is my Twitter handle, and people went with that. So basically anything to shorten my name. Well, let's see. I'm definitely like the hardest on myself basketball-wise. So basketball-wise, it's that I get on myself, and I'm definitely the most upset when I make a mistake. But if you ask my roommates, it's hard to say that I'm not necessarily the most like friendly person. I have a lot of like clothes scattered around, and I'm not real organized. So I'd probably say that that's what they would say. I really love the Dark Knight Batman series. That's one of my favorites, but Coach Carter with Samuel L. Jackson is my favorite movie. Well, I'd have to say probably in high school would be my favorite basketball memory growing up, because in high school I had a game where I could set the school record for scoring in high school, so that's kind of something that you don't forget. So I'd have to say that's probably my favorite basketball memory growing up. Favorite meal in DC, I'd have to say probably wings. They don't have it very often, but the next thing's got to be the ice cream. For me, my worst grade in challenging class was regional geography my freshman year. I just am not good at memorizing map locations, and that was the entire class, so that definitely was a struggle for me. Funniest Taylor basketball memory would probably have to be earlier this year. We came across a teammate that I'm not going to mention, who made a video of them singing and dancing in their own spare time that they thought they could keep hidden from the entire team, but we came across it. So for his sake, I'm not going to mention his name, but it was pretty hilarious. Probably the hardest I've ever laughed. I would like to say my parents at first, but my grandpa is definitely my biggest fan. He's been to many games of mine throughout high school, and in high school he even kept a binder of every time that I was mentioned in the newspaper at home, and so I have every article I've ever been mentioned in at home, so definitely my grandpa. I made a visit here my senior year of high school, and I really enjoyed the guys here. I thought that it was going to be a great group of guys that I could play with for 3 years for most of them, because the core was really young here. I was excited about making some close friends, and I gained some best friends out of the process. And also, I want to be a coach someday, and with Coach Patterson having a huge coaching tree, it was just a perfect situation for me to have to get a play under someone who was an experienced coach, and also with connections outside of Taylor. It's got to be Silent Night. I mean, that's it. That's the answer you got to give. Silent Night's awesome. Packed house on ESPN every year. Doesn't get much better than that. If it goes in, it goes in. I'm not going to be afraid to shoot it. I'll tell you that much. But any one of our guys who get it, it'll be fun. It'll be the same thing. It'll be fun. Having to work for something that you want. When I first came in, I kind of had an attitude that I would be a lot better. Everyone has that high school car coming out of high school, and you realize that you actually got to work to be where you want. There's other people working for it too. So when you get to the real world, you got to work hard to get there.